Today is going to be the best ramble that we've ever been on. We're definitely going to outdo ourselves. Now that is what I was tempted to say, but that isn't the kind of ramble that I want to have. I want to do something slower, a little bit more mindful, because yeah, we always do want to outdo ourselves, don't we? We always want to make it the biggest and best thing that we can. But I think sometimes it's okay to be simple, to take the pressure off of yourself a little bit. And that's what we're going to do today. So if you do want to join me, come along. Do you see what I did there? Because you might have had moments where you've had to do exactly that, where you look at something and go, it's big, it's impressive, it's difficult. I don't need to go that big. I don't have the energy to push that hard. I feel like I'm chasing that for, well, no reason whatsoever. And it's those kind of moments, the part where we get a little bit wrapped up in chasing, just constantly striving for that next thing. And I could have done it with the ramble today. I've been brainstorming these rambles and we've done some impressive things. We've done a ramble with giant sequoia trees. We've gone on rambles where we've embraced our inner child, hung on for dear life on a rope swing. Some of us not being that lucky. And it got to a point where I kind of asked myself, how do I top that? So this morning when I set out on my ramble, I had that intention. That small part in my head was going, how do you top this? Where can we go? Maybe we spend more money. Maybe it has to be more expensive. Especially when you're making content, it can get very easy to get stuck in that mentality. What I did previous, the next has to be better. It has to be bigger. It has to be more impressive. I'm here to tell you that it doesn't. It can be simpler. So what are we touching on today? Mind, body, spirit. Yeah, we're going back to basics. No massive reading that's going to unlock everything for us. Mind, body, spirit. 3 cards. That's all we're going to need today. Look at this beauty. She's fallen, but she's still impressive. Even when I'm trying to not chase impressiveness. Always seems to find you. Oh, she's crunchy. Whoa, this is fully split. How sturdy. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, how sturdy is that? Nope. Feel like that's gonna break as soon as do I trust it? Oh, oh, I can't go for how crunchy it is. We have to do the cards here, right? This tree's asking for it. Can you hear it? Do your reading here, Carl. Pull your cards here. I can't say no. Ooh. Ah, grazed up my leg. Oh, slower. Heel hook. There we go. Oh, got a boo-boo. It's all right. We get some dirt on it. I don't know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it. So, card time. Mind, body, and spirit. I was sat there looking at my decks today, and I thought, what screams mind, body, and spirit? So for our first one, we got the Woodland Wardens. What is it that our mind needs at the moment? What do we need to keep an eye on up here? Does our mind need anything? It's gone face down. I don't know what it is. It's such a simple one. What we got here is the Elk and Ash. Strength. Now this is the thing with strength. Yeah, I can take it or leave it. Even when it comes out in tarot, strength can mean a couple of different things. So when I ask the question, what does our mind need? It needs strength. It needs a little bit of rigidity, structure, focus. When you think of somebody who is strong, you might use a couple of different words. Some words that come to my mind: determined, headstrong, knows what they want. When somebody shows strength, there's a certain kind of energy they carry, one where they're very sure, but they're not rigid. Somebody who does show strength can also be very lenient. So what does that mean when it comes to your mind? Your mind needs structure. Your mind needs some kind of routine, some kind of path. And this is what the card means by strength. A lot of us don't feel strong mentally. Where's that chink in your armor? What does that point to? Is there anything that needs a little bit more of this energy? Because I feel like the mind isn't the whole problem here. Actually, the mind is here to help you along with it, but the mind can't do it all. So what have we got? Body and spirit. I think there's going to be something in those two, because the mind just needs a little bit of structure. So what has the body got to say? I decided to go with a bit of a different deck for the body. Something more caring, something more physical. The Rose Oracle. One that's very focused on us, what it is that we need at the moment. I am so curious what comes out of here. What is it that our body needs? Our mind needs a bit of structure, but what does the body need? Another one face down. We're getting into what we touched on in the last couple of rambles. This is the Breathing Rose. This card talks about heart healing. It talks about emotions, connections, but also something else, how time can ease things. Yeah, I've got a very distinct impression here. The mind needed strength, needed trust. The body needs time. Maybe you're somebody who is on the brink of doing something. Whatever that is, now might not be the right time for it. And I need you to listen to that. I actually need you to listen to your body. Does your body, does your heart feel like this is the right time? And it's funny because this healing that we're talking about, it encompasses everything: mind, body, and spirit. Everything is so interlinked. And I've said this nearly every ramble. Today's not going to be an exception. You don't know how far you've come. You don't know how much you've healed. Time does have a strange way of easing. Time is healing in its own way. Your body, your heart might not be ready to push. I'm sorry. But this is why it's important that I'm doing this reading, because this is getting us prepared for something. And with regards to our body, our physical, you have to give that time. You have to let those emotions come up. You have to let that heart healing move when it's ready to move. I'm very drawn to this. Those roses on this card, the way that the roses are kind of opening. Let yourself unfold. Let this open up naturally. I can't stress how important that is. Your heart is healing. Your body is healing. Give it time. Time might ease this. It might make us feel a little bit better. What has the spirit got to say? Earth and Bone. If any of you watch me live, you'll know that I love the Earth and Bone deck. And for spirit, I mean, I had to, right? How can we better serve our spirit? What is it that our spirit needs? What do we need to be aware of? specific. I can see what that one is. Your spirit might need a bit of rest. This is number 25, Burrow. It's all about exhaustion, questioning motives, and realignment. What this card is describing is an awakening. Maybe you're coming to an understanding within your own self, with those around you, or with outside situations. Then the next one, questioning motives. That's where you start to question everything. Why is the energy like this? Why do I feel that way? The one thing that I need you to understand, this is the start of a very powerful journey. Questioning those motives, that is where we start. And it's not easy. Actually, it's really hard. But that is such a crucial step for when we need it. It leads us very nicely into that last word, realignment. I feel like if you were drawn to this video, mind, body, spirit, you're going through an incredible change. And I actually want you to carry that word forward, realignment. If your mind is struggling, if it needs a bit of structure, a bit of strength, that is just realignment. Don't fight it, go with it. If your heart is healing, if you're letting time ease some of these wounds that we've got, that's realignment. You see where I'm going with this. And if you feel like your spirit has been questioning truth, questioning the true motive of things, that, yeah, you get it. You are massively going through realignment. And it's no surprise that these cards touched on that today. But why exactly is it here now? I don't think now is actually that important. At least the reason why. Because you might have noticed that I haven't really talked about the energy today. I don't need to. Because what we talked about recently, that is all we need to carry forward at the moment. There's nothing new that you need to hear. There's nothing extra that you're missing. And I need you to get this in your head. You have everything you need. You got to trust these timings, okay? We don't really have any other choice. I want you to listen when you feel like your head needs that strength. I want you to give your heart time if it's going through that healing. And I want you to embrace this realignment. I'm glad I kept this ramble short. I'm really glad that we touched on the mind, body, spirit connection. Not surprised what came out today. Those three go very, very well together. Promise me one thing. Don't put too much pressure on yourself during this bit. I know it might seem tempting. You might be tempted to go above and beyond, but please listen to me when I say this. You don't need to. At some point, you'll want to. Listen to that. But as of right now, keep resting, keep building that strength, keep giving yourself time, keep embracing realignment. Well, I thought I might get another little river paddle in, but we're kind of lacking the paddling. Thank you for joining me today. This ramble was a little bit of a different energy, a little bit of a different vibration. And although I can't have my river paddle, I can appreciate the messages that did come out today. And I can appreciate the realignment that's happening right now. I don't know if I'm too far away, but I got a big grin on my face. You give yourself some time, okay? I'll see you in the next one. Now, I wonder if I can find a river around here. Probably not. Probably all been dry, like the desert, which is what this place feels like a little bit at the moment. Oh, and I forgot I got a boo-boo. Fun fact, I do actually talk to myself quite a bit. It's the only person I seem to get along with. I'm kidding. Anybody else feel that if they probably could just spend all day by themselves with themselves? Probably could, right? It's not just me, is it? Not just me, right?